What's up YouTube? Welcome to my kitchen, guys. So today we are going to be making my infamous buttercream stuffed white chocolate funfetti cookies. So the first thing you're gonna do, you wanna get 1.5 sticks of unsalted butter, cold. You're gonna dice it into cubes, so I like to cut it into half, both directions like this, and then just slice her up. So they're gonna be in little chunks, about like this size. Just throw all of those guys into your mixer. And it's good to have all of your ingredients already pre-weighed out for this, because you do wanna work with your butter and your eggs when they're still cold. So this is what it's gonna look like when you have all of your butter cubed up. You're gonna go ahead and add your brown sugar and white sugar into there. Put that on your stand mixer. And it is super helpful to have a stand mixer for this, because a regular mixer, you're gonna be standing there for a hot minute. So, we're just gonna beat that for 3 to 5 minutes on its own. So while that's going, we're gonna go ahead and crack our eggs into a bowl. Once your mix is looking something like this, we're gonna go ahead and just add 1 egg at a time. You really wanna let it incorporate before you start adding the second egg in. Once it looks something like that, we're gonna go ahead and add our vanilla extract. So we're just gonna add about 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract and 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I just eyeball this, but feel free to actually do it the right way. Add our cornstarch, along with our baking soda, baking powder, and salt. And then slowly just begin to add that into the mixture, about 1/3 of it at a time, so that it gets nice and incorporated. So it's gonna start to look like this while your dough is mixing. Once you get to about here, you can go ahead, turn that mixer off. So once it gets to this point, you're gonna go ahead and just scrape down all the sides. So we're just gonna add 1 tablespoon of milk at a time. Until the dough gets a little bit wetter. About like that's perfect. Then we're gonna go ahead and turn it off. Take the dough mixture out of there. So now with the toppings, we got the dough looking like this. We're gonna go ahead, add our white chocolate chips, and then our sprinkles. Looking like a party in there already. You can use a spatula and just start to fold everything in. And then go ahead, just take your hand in there. Really mix up the dough. Till you got something like that. All right, so now all we have to do is assemble. So I have my frozen buttercream right here. This is about 2 tablespoons worth. We're gonna take 4 ounces of cookie dough, which you can just weigh out on your kitchen scale. Just like this much cookie dough. Just gonna kind of flatten it out to the shape of a cookie. Put the buttercream in the center. Wrap it all around, swirl it into a ball. And there is our cookie dough ball. So I'm just gonna keep on doing that. 4 ounces of cookie dough. These are like one of my absolute favorite things to make when I'm bulking because they are dense, man. So you can eat one of these cookies and there's a good, like, I forget exactly, I macroed it out. Here's another one for you to see. But they're like a good 600-700 calories or something. So if you're looking to add on some weight, these cookies will help you out, man. Just like they help me. So beware, they are addictive, they are delicious. But after you get all of these cookie dough balls made, you're gonna have to let them sit in the fridge or freezer overnight before you bake them so that they stay nice and tall and risen. So sadly, we're gonna have to wait until tomorrow to come back to this dough. But if there are any kind of cookie combinations or anything that you guys wanna see, hit your girl up, leave it in the comments down below because I wanna make more cookies. These right now, this is my, all right guys, so it is now the next day. I just took my cookie dough balls out of the freezer, as you can see, so they're nice and frozen. And all we gotta do is stick them in the oven at 395 for about 10-ish minutes. Resistance. So now that we got these out of the oven, the last thing I like to do, top them with an animal cracker. All right, so here's our final product. And the nice thing is if you top these with the little animal cookies, right after you take them out of the oven, then the frosting on top of the animal crackers is gonna just go ahead and melt and just kind of glue the little frosted animal cookie to the top of the cookie. So the only hard thing about these is you have to wait until they're pretty cooled off, if not all the way cooled off, to eat them. Otherwise, you'll just make a big gooey mess with the filling. So I'm gonna let these sit here for probably about half an hour to an hour, if you can wait that long, and then we'll cut into one of these guys. Okay, so it's been about a half an hour. I changed, got ready to go to the gym. Honestly, they're still a little bit warm, but I really want to cut into these and have a bite or 2 or 3 before I go to the gym. So I always like to take this giant butcher's knife, because I don't use it, to cut my cookies in half. So we're gonna cut one of these guys in half today and see how we did. Oh, I'll show you how it looks beforehand too. So this is what we're working with. It's a big boy, 4-ounce cookie. And you guys can see this first. Yep. We did it, guys. I love cookies so much. So if you like cookies too, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and let me know if you want to see more crazy cookie recipes like this. I'm about to go train legs. Peace, yo.